Never fly solo.
No fighter pilot ever flies solo. We always fly as a team because the mission is so complicated, so much that needs to get done. We have to decentralize control, assign roles and responsibilities to everybody in that formation. And 75% of the time, we're checking our six, looking for the enemy, but more important, we're checking the six of our wingmen because we can't see in our cockpit, barely able to move a quarter inch either way, what's going on underneath our jet or what's behind us. But if I've got my wingman a mile away and I check his six or her six, pretty easy to see. Mutual support. We hold each other accountable for that mutual support, and we discipline each other if we're just focused on ourselves. One more time! Now, I know a lot of you are saying right now, you know, Waldo, that's just a little too motivational for us here at People Meeting.
I think Waldo's presentation was an exceptional, enthusiastic, passionate presentation. I love the fact that he brought in the wingman concept to the whole thing because it not only applies to healthcare and what I do in healthcare, but my clients and even in my personal relationships and how we depend on each other.
Who are your wingmen? Who are your trusted and reliable partners at Premier, in your hospitals, in your businesses, and in your lives? You can count on to dodge those proverbial missiles of business and life that are being shot at you as you try to provide the highest quality, lowest cost products and services to your customers. Before we strapped in on our sorties, folks, we would sit down around a table, we'd brief our mission with our wingmen, we'd assign roles and responsibilities, we'd gather intelligence, we'd study the competition, we'd come up with a plan, and last but not least, we'd contingency plan. We'd ask ourselves, what if they did happen to take a picture of me before one of my missions, and this kind of says it all. This is me right there. You want me to do what? Ever feel like that? You want it to work?
What engaged me, as well as I think the audience, is that it brought up some national pride, as well as some pride in our workplace, where we kept giving us examples of how we could bring what we were seeing today back to the workplace.
That's right, Waldo. Listen, man, you're never late. Is everything okay at home? You need a day off? You feel all right? Talk to me. Think I thought he cared about me? You think I realized at that moment that he realized that I might have had a life outside of the fact that I was a fighter pilot in that squadron that might have taken precedence over serving that mission? How many folks in this room have lives outside of work? Right? Some of you are like, isn't it nice to know that you work with a leader, a co-worker who acknowledges your humanity first and the fact that you're in business or a nurse or a doctor second? How do you think my loyalty was to Psycho when he acknowledged me in that regard? You think it went up? You think I became more motivated to serve? And how do you think it affected my wingmen in that squadron? You think they were all fired up, ready to push it up? And guess who ultimately benefited from the fact that we were better prepared, more mission-ready fighter pilots? You did. Our customer. And that's the impact that you can have on your customer, the patients walking into your hospitals. When you care about each other first and foremost, when you're able to turn to each other and ask for help. When you check each other at 6 o'clock, when you listen and ask the right questions and care for each other. Give them help. Reach into that dungeon when they need help and say, come with me, you can do it. Let's push it up together. Every single day we're at risk. We're trying to win. Don't forget that it's not about combat, that it's about joy and love. When you walk out of this room, earn your wings, but then give one away. Be a wing giver. Check somebody's six. Give them help. Wingmen!